That's why I want to bring on the podcast, is because it first clicked in my mind, especially talking about these topics, is it wasn't come on here to bash anybody.
No.
You know what I'm
No.
saying? And everything you say, people would understand that, because it's what I love about this conversation is it's not she was imperfect. It was I was imperfect.
Yes.
We were imperfect. We didn't do these things. We didn't talk. And I think the biggest thing we're taking away is if we just discussed from the start genuine feelings about this and this. And I had an experience at the beginning of my relationship that I talked on Whitney's podcast where I had to come up with, when she saw me checking out another girl, that I had to make a choice right then and there that I lie like most men do in most relationships, and just be like, no, honey, I wasn't. And then I knew though that would be, because I had so many girlfriends before that's my life, is they would see you looking and then you lie about it, and they bring it up again, and you lie about it, like, no, I wasn't. Oh, I saw you looking right about. Oh, I was thinking. You know, you come up with any excuse. I was like, I had to make that choice right then and there to lie to her my entire life, or be honest. And I was honest, and I still am honest. And now we got to a point that we both have finally got on the level that, like, you know, I mean, we're just human beings.
Yeah.
You're attracted to people. That's okay to be attracted to people and things like that. So we finally got to understand that situation. But more so, like, it's not the best. Like, I'm not saying this is like the best thing to do, anyways. Like, there's things that happen. Like, I think it did hurt her genuinely, like her genuine like confidence a little bit, to know that, like, I look at people. But it's like, what's more real? Like, we had to make that choice from the beginning. What would be better for us? And I decided that being honest with each other about fucking everything, even though it hurts. Even though to this day she still doesn't like when I like look at a girl or something. Like, no girl ever would, and no guy ever would either. But we both understand, yeah, people are beautiful. People are fucking beautiful, and people look gorgeous. And if it's okay to look, what we've literally defined now, it's like, it's not fucking okay to go to a store and follow some hot chick around all the aisles, being like, damn, and talking to anybody, dude, check out that ass. That's not cool. But it's like, you're walking through and you see this gorgeous girl walking out of the market, you're like, oh, she's beautiful, and you walk in and you fucking go about your business. Like, that's a whole different situation, and that's what we're kind of leveling about. Okay, and what's not. Point being, in that situation, again, I talked on Whitney's podcast if you want to go see more about that, but the point being is I had to make that decision from the start, and that literally changed my entire life after, is because I realized that everything we ever talk about, I'm gonna be honest. No matter it hurts her or me, because that's one thing none of my relationships ever were. It was just always small things like, oh, were you looking? Oh, where were you? Or, oh, what does your mom say about me? And it's always like the little things that you're always like, oh, you know, she likes you, and even though your mom's like, nah, I fucking hate that bitch, like, you know, like, or something like that. But point being is, it's hard. It is really, really hard to talk about those very beginning things. And obviously, and I know, not just from your relationship that we're talking about today, I know from so many relationships before, how me lying or me doing XYZ and we just ignored it and kind of just whatevered it just always builds upon. And it built upon to be even worse things, and it built upon to, you know, obviously breaking up in relationships. I've had those X amount of relationships that I broke up for XYZ reasons because I wasn't honest and talked about it. And so this relationship, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be real. I'm going to be raw. We're going to be honest with each other. No, we're not like, I'm not being, oh, we're 100%. Like, you know, we're still not perfect. But I'm just saying, for like all the times that I'm trying to be, this is the path that I am trying to take, is be honest. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh, dude.
All that being said, is it comes back to the situation, that very beginning thing of just being honest and talking about, if she did want to go to Lake Havasu or whatever, to actually stand like, you know what, this is what I want to do, honey. And we need to talk about why you don't think that, and this and this and this, or for you to do the exact same reason. Like, I don't like it. This is why I don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
That it's super important. And it also, because you also touched, like, you know, everyone's imperfect. And it's hard because we see in common culture today, like, for example, you see these movies like The Notebook, The Vow, things like that, and males and females, and like in non-binary, everyone sees like this ideal relationship, and they think that's what it's supposed to be, like, no problems, no fighting, no like jealousy, none of this. And it's just not real.
No, it's not.
You know, and like, for example, your situation, you're at a store, there's a girl, she's attractive, she catches your eye, you don't do it out of malice, but you're like, oh, she's attractive, and you look at her, and if Janie's like, hey, were you looking at her, like, oh yeah, honestly, but, and you talk it out. And that's, communication's key in a relationship.
Exactly.
Because once you put up that barrier, then that's when secrets start to
That's
be.
exactly it, bro. You literally hit it on. Like I couldn't even say it any better. It's just that barrier. If you set up that barrier between that honesty, then you're defending already one lie for pretty much your entire life.
Yep.
And then it builds on to other things like, oh, like how long were you checking out that girl? Oh, for like 2 seconds. Maybe you followed around for 2 minutes. Oh, like I saw you talking to that girl. Did you get her number? It doesn't have to be that extreme, but there's always those little lies that start getting barricaded behind that wall that you put up because of that very first time. And I think again, Tinder is the exact same way, like, or the exact same conversation, because when you're on Tinder and you're like finding people and you're linking up, you're already starting a bunch of barriers between each other by just like hooking up. And like if you don't want to hook up with someone you're going to be with the rest of your life that you love, and it's totally okay like to do that and to have those things. I got lucky, but every single one of my ex-girlfriends were pretty much like getting together and then dating and kind of going like that, and it just started so many barriers because like you hooked up with this person but we weren't officially dating, and it's just like it starts off wrong, you know what I'm saying?